Two Churches, One Town is a Beverley-based charity whose sole purpose is to raise funds for the Minster and St Mary's, and in so doing they will be able to carry out much needed essential works, as you will have seen if you've looked at St Mary's behind us, and also the Minster a few years ago replacing the roof, and also ongoing works. And by doing that they continue the very important heritage of music, learning and community in Beverley, and that's what we're all about.
In the hall here there's something happens probably 2 or 3 times a day, and in the churches, and it isn't just about the Sunday service, it's about the other things that are happening, the children's clubs, the mother and toddlers, the elderly, the homeless. It all happens in these buildings, so they do need our support.
Beverley Minster is a parish church, and what that means is it's not just there for the worshipping congregation, it's there for everybody who lives in the parish, which in our case is about 20,000 people.
We're really delighted that we have vibrant and growing congregations, but we also have a huge amount of community work and development work that we're taking part in.
It's nice because you spend a lot of time just with somebody who can't talk back to you. Yes. So it's nice to have that interaction with an adult. Yeah, have an adult interaction for the mum, and then there's all the children for the little ones as well. So that's nice. You like it, don't you?
It means I'm not bored at the house, I'm not going crazy. It's a bit of normal, especially on maternity leave where we've got nothing else to do.
The church can offer solutions to so many of the issues that people are suffering with mental health, getting them involved in some meaningful activity, helping them to socialise, helping them to feel part of something, keeping obviously the brain occupied. That's a really big thing, and we've just got a great team, and it's a lovely sort of setting here at St Mary's Church Hall.
So this is our weekly baby and toddler group called Minster Tots. We meet every week of the year because toddlers and babies, they don't have half terms or holidays.
You might have had a really bad night, and there's always mums here to chat to. Your kids are safe, there's toys to play with and different activities, so yeah, it's really good fun.
Everyone's so friendly, it's affordable, you get snacks for the children, and it's just such a lovely atmosphere.
We are giving people who are in quite a vulnerable point in their lives. As a parent of 3 little ones, I know that when you start off you go, I need some help, I need some community, I need my village around me. So we try to create that space here where people can come together, feel valued by the church and find community and friendship.
Supporting me and my dad by letting them have the ability to have a bacon roll or a bacon and egg roll. It's pretty popular, as you imagine.
It's a good chance to, I suppose, spend some time with some other dads, talk about the sort of problems you might face, but also the good times.
So yeah, no, it's been really good because I don't think dads always get an opportunity to kind of come out with the kids, you know, play, whatever it is, Lego, you know, a farm, toys, you know, there's all sorts of stuff that's set up for us. So no, it's just a great way of, bonding really, that opportunity to be away and give the wife a bit of a break as well.
But when we're here, we chat about our lives. It's just another outlet really to what we do. So it's really good just to have that release.
We come, we always catch up. It's a similar crowd. We have a chat. It's a nice way to spend your Saturday morning.
The Church Lads and Girls Brigade is a real passion of of St Mary's Church. It is just amazing, and the leaders are phenomenal. We work with 120 children and young people every week, and we provide them with life skills, with games, with activities, being part of a wider community. And we've worked very hard to make sure it's as inclusive as it can be. So we've had children who've not been able to join other groups because they have particular needs or disabilities, and we always say yes.
It gives young people experiences that they won't get otherwise, so that's really positive. So it could be people, vulnerable young children, vulnerable families that can't afford much, and coming to somewhere like this gives them lots of experiences that they wouldn't necessarily get.
And I started the youth club when I was 6, and that's my mum over there.
I've been here for 45 years. That's still coming out.
So I've been brought up through the youth club, really. Oh, I enjoy it, I love it.
And we hope to develop that young person and give them opportunities and make sure they're sociable, and yeah, just a nice meeting place with nice people to get to know what else they can do with their lives to become confident young adults.
I've been a part of the brigade for 10 years. I've been in part of the band, all the competitions that we've done, all the camps we've done, all the friendships that I've made through band, basically in brigade, like in the family that I've grown up with.
It teaches you life skills, it teaches you manners, it's coping with the day-to-day stress in life. It's just great. It's a family, you've always got friends there for you.
We call it vintage because we are more mature, we are special, we are good quality, we still have lots of life in us, people enjoy us and we enjoy other people. And we like getting together, as you can see today, because it's just recently celebrated Burns Night. We are having a Scottish scene, blue glasses, silly hat. I don't usually wear these, but we like to have a theme. In a few minutes we're going to tell silly Scottish jokes to one another.
It's lovely. I enjoy the people. I think I've been before, and I do. And of course, there are lots of friends. We're all friends, aren't we? And it is a wonderful venue.
It takes quite a lot of work, but it's very much enjoyed. It's a very good thing for the older people in the community. But I'm saying older, I'm not the
When you're a widow or a widower, going into a restaurant or a cafe or even eating on your own can be really hard. You can really miss that companionship.
There are lots of heartbreaking stories out there, and it's essential that our community address those things. For me personally, my wife nearly lost her life to COVID. It's allowed my wife to rehabilitate into society. It's opened a door, and I could almost say it's an answer to prayer.
It's very good for people to have a chat, a bit of social intercourse after the service, which is nice. And then we've got one or two people that come from far and wide and rely upon it to keep them going for the whole week. So yeah, it's just a nice little thing that we do. Peter and I, we've got a team of four of us. Four teams. Yes. So it means doing it about twice every 3 months. Right.
We started this little coffee and craft group about 4 or 5 years ago. Purely by accident it started, just making one little thing for a display in the church, and the ladies enjoyed doing it so much we just came up with other ideas that we could do.
I think when you're sort of our age, it's nice to have a form to the week, and Thursdays are, coffee and crafts, and yeah.
Some of the people who come to the craft group have struggled with anxiety and with mental health issues and struggled to find a place where they could belong.
My daughter is autistic. She's happy here, and yeah, that you can't put a price on that. You just can't. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional because of how happy Sarah is. You know, here she's just herself, and to see it not just as a person but somebody else that works with that, it's fantastic. That's what you want.
We're like one big family, one big happy family. Everybody's so friendly, caring, and you're allowed to be yourself.
The fellowship that I've had with individuals has been amazing. The prayers that people, when I've talked about some of the situations which are tricky, to have somebody alongside me through these difficulties, I just thank God for every day, really.
We find that a lot of poverty is hidden within Beverley. It's about trying to balance and do what we can to support those who are most vulnerable.
But we largely are aware of, at any particular time, of who is on the streets in Beverley. Nationally, the numbers of people who are homeless has grown exponentially over the last 5-6 years. The numbers in the East Riding continue to grow. So it is a problem. They are very vulnerable, from young women on the streets to older men who some have been on the streets for years. Hope Interaction Beverley is about empowering people through faith who are vulnerable to have a home that we can bring them through over a period of 18 months whilst they're with us. Beverley Minster lead the franchise here, but it is a Churches Together, and St Mary's here is very much involved in that. It can be crushing. Some homeless people die on the streets, and there have been examples over the last 2 years when a small number have passed away, very sadly. And you do build up relationships with them, and they come to trust you and talk to you. And the way deaths occur is tragic. They are people who could be helped.
We are open 360 days a year for anybody to come in. Just yesterday I met a homeless man who'd come into the Minster needing somewhere dry and warm. We were able to give him a cup of coffee, we were able to signpost him to the agencies that could help with the homelessness. He was so taken by the welcome he received from our volunteers and others that he wanted to stay for the services, and that was really good for just calming him down and for giving him some peace of mind. And that's a really good illustration, I think, of how the faith dimension actually bleeds into the very practical ways in which a church can engage with its wider community.
One of the wonderful things about the Minster is it brings in lots of tourists and lots of people who come to look at the building, but what we're trying to do is create a little bit of intimacy within that. So trying to help people feel more connected, less isolated, less lonely. So actually what we tend to find at the 9:15 service is that people go away from here and they'll have lunch together, or they'll go and see each other during the week, maybe a little bit more than they would have done if they'd not had the opportunity to talk and get to know each other and feel comfortable with each other. So it's all about just creating that community that helps people to feel more comfortable, more safe.
I always feel much better when I've been here and I go home than maybe I do when I arrive. The strange thing about this place is once you come through Highgate and you come into the church, I think you get a real sense of stillness, quietness and safety. And I've had a lot of people say that to me, and one of our lady welcomers, she had a lovely phrase. She said, well, you know, Mark, whenever I'm feeling down, I come into the Minster and I let the Minster give me a hug.
There's something about being involved in a voluntary role where you're helping your community, and it means a lot to the volunteers. It really does.
Over the years, I can honestly say, whoever the volunteers I've been with, I've always had a good friendship, and it's a wonderful organisation. I'm 95, I'll be 96, God willing, in June. So, do I sit at home and mope, or do I get up out of my chair and go and do a bit of, well, what I can give to the Minster, and if anybody benefits to it, good luck.
I wanted to get more involved, so I volunteered to work in the shop, which is where we are now. I do other things as well, but in the shop here I do the window dressing. I work every week along with a lot of other ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a nice little social network together here now.
We're trying to encourage a process where they do some welcoming first, but also we're trying to encourage them to take part in the tours of other guides, so that they get a better overview and can develop their own style. We are quite a friendly bunch. We meet up ever so often, and it's the exchange of information on finding things out, which is sometimes very exciting to a geek like me.
When I knew I was going to talk to you, I thought I ought to really sort of work out, you know, how many hours we do actually put in. The welcomers alone comes to nearly 100 hours a week of, you know, volunteer hours. You add in the shop, they're up at about 76, 78 hours. So already you're up to nearly 200 hours that volunteers contribute to the Minster. The Minster literally couldn't run without the volunteers.
And so for us at St Mary's, providing a space where people can come and belong and think about not just their own needs but the needs of the wider community is really good for people's mental health. It also provides a space for people to not be alone, to be in community, in fellowship, in friendship with one another.
You know, you walk in and, you know, and everybody remembers and knows, and, you know, if you're having problems, they'll remember and ask you next week, and you know, as you can see, it's all busy in the background with tea and coffee and toast.
And so people from all sorts of different backgrounds come, and we hope that they can find a place that they belong here.
I think it's really important that children, regardless of what their need, disability, ethnicity, background, they can all access it.
The child that I bring to church, he has autism, ADHD, sensory processing disorder. You know, people are accepting, but then there's a core group of people as well who don't just accept him, they embrace him, they cherish him. And he comes here and he just feels like he's really special, and he is really special. But that's what St Mary's gives to him. I feel like people have got me as well. When it is difficult, if he is dysregulated, it's, you know, we're embraced, and people look after us and really look out for us. It's lovely.
And most of all, it's a real laugh for all of us.
St Mary's Church is a wonderful church. It is a community that has worshipped here for over 900 years, and it is full of life and energy as much as it has always been, bringing joy and laughter and celebration.
So in all these different ways, pastoral, community, civic and cultural, We serve not just those who choose to come and worship and pray here, but the whole community of Beverley. And I think we offer something that really enriches our town.